Hello and welcome to Brands Hatch for rounds 12, 13 and 14 of the Ginetta GT Academy Championship. Last time out at Snetterton saw the championship fight get a little bit closer after a strong performance from James Nicholas. But with just 6 races left until the end of the season, the championship battle really is hotting up. 3 of those races are here this weekend, and it's going to take a strong performance from James Nicholas to close up that gap to his teammate Jamie Cordell. But waiting in the wings, ready to capitalise on every opportunity, will be Charlie Digby, who currently sits in P3. It's time for race 1. Let's see who comes out on top.
The first race of the weekend for the Ginetta GT Academy took a couple of attempts to get going. On attempt number 1, there was contact in the middle of the pack, and one car ended up getting punted out into the gravel trap. That was Damien Duffy. It was contact with Lucy Hodgson that sent him spinning into the gravel, and with the car requiring recovery, a quick decision was taken by race control to stop the race. And upon the restart, Shiv Sapra, well, his car simply coasted to a halt on the Cooper Straight. Major championship ramifications that in the rookie class championship. Finally, we got racing back underway, and Jamie Cordell actually had a much better restart than he'd had on the first attempt to start the race, almost going round the outside of James Nicholas at Druids, but James was able to hang on. It had been another fast start for Louis Darling. He was in 4th position briefly, but then Sam Shrimpton lunged to the inside of Paddock Hill Bend, and with some touchy-feely racing between the two of them, the position went the way of Shrimpton. Phil McGarty had a mid-race spin coming out of Surtees corner, but there were no such dramas for James Nicholas, who almost halved the deficit to championship leader Jamie Cordell with a dominant race victory from pole position.
Charlie, yet another P3 to add to your repertoire. You're very consistent.
Yeah, I'd like a race win at some point, but I'm happy with another podium and another trophy to take home. But yeah, obviously, starting P1 as well tomorrow, so see what we can do from there.
This is a challenging track. Do you think that you'll have the edge at any of the sectors?
I'll let you know tomorrow. The quali was good. I was quick in the first and last sector, and the kind of the middle sector, which is all the scary stuff out the back. I was kind of still getting used to even then, because I didn't do the the test, you know, like the other week, and we didn't get to test there yesterday. So same for everyone. You know, you're kind of going in blind to quali this morning and just still picking up the pace. So no, happy enough with 3rd. Solid result. Yeah.
Now, only 5 races left until the end of the season. What do you think your chances are of working your way up to P1 in the championship?
P1's going to be a push with drop scores and everything. You know, Jamie's been despite my 3rds, Jamie's been a lot more consistent with his 1st and 2nd. So, but obviously, I'll give it everything I've got. And otherwise, you know, pick up a few race wins would be lovely to wrap up the season. So yeah.
Jamie, a couple of stops and starts there and some opportunities for you. Did you feel like you were going to get through at any point?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, off the 2nd start, I felt a bit confident, but James and I kind of agreed to try and keep it in line and pull away. So I wanted to give him a challenge, and I was catching him at a few points, but it wasn't to be in the end. But I'm happy with 2nd.
Still holding the championship lead, though, even though that gap's closing up a little bit. With only a few races left, can you keep it?
I'll keep my fingers crossed. I mean, I hope so. That's the goal, at least. But, I mean, it's tough because James is such a quick driver. I mean, starting P3 tomorrow isn't necessarily going to help, but I'll just do my best.
James, congratulations on yet another win, ever closing that gap up to Jamie.
Yeah, it's getting close to the old top of the championship. So, yeah, went to plan. We'll see how to do another restart, which I was like, my heart sunk a little bit because there's nothing worse than starting from the front and starting, because that's their best chance to get you. So that was a bit demoralising, but you know, Jamie kept it clean. You know, he attacked me a little bit, and he put some pressure on, to be fair, as well. So yeah, nice race, nice clean race, and yeah, see what happens next time.
Did the team give you any direction or orders on how to handle you both battling it out at the front?
Just don't hit each other, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, look, we've been good all year, me and Jamie. So obviously, the last thing you want to do is sit next to him all the time. So you don't want to end up, you know, hitting each other, because it makes it a bit awkward. But you know, he's a great driver, and you know, being part of a good driver is keeping it clean.
Peter, that was an incredibly technical race, stopping and starting, and aside from the fact that the circuit is a difficult one.
It's a brilliant circuit. It's my favourite circuit in the UK, Brands. It's awesome, but you're right, stop, start, 2 rolling starts, but it's always lots of action at Paddock Hill Bend as well. It's a nervy corner, and then into Druids, but yeah, came out of it unscathed and really enjoyed the race.
How do you approach a corner like Paddock Hill Bend in your car in a busy pack as well?
Yeah, it's just one of trying to sort of have a really good sense of everything around you. That's the most important thing, and then the kind of track bit is second nature now, so you just have to trust to your instincts.
And now looking ahead to tomorrow, obviously a win in your class today, do you think you can repeat that?
I do think I can repeat it, and I think I can take a couple of scalps above me as well. I nearly had someone on the very last corner at Clearways, but yeah, just not quite in the last lap.
Oh, something to look forward to then. Well, congratulations for today.
Yeah, thanks very much. Enjoyed it.
Sam, between yourself and Shiv, you've split 10 wins from 12 races. That is quite a record.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well, aren't we? I mean, I think he had a mechanical issue, so we didn't get to settle it on track in this one. But yeah, we're so close on pace. Like, I think both of us seem to find a lot of time in qualifying, and we can do quite a lot in short testing runs. So yeah, it's good, but we haven't really had like much track time together. So I think we're trading positions. So it'll be good, hopefully, in the next race to get him up there.
How close do you think you will be out on track if you say he might have had an issue today? At true pace, will you be neck and neck?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like when you look at our sector analysis, we're so close everywhere. And when we actually do get out on track, we always seem to be rubbing. So yeah, I would imagine we'll be trading paint later. But there's no contact in Ginetta, so yeah, we won't be trading anything.
Now, as we know, experience doesn't necessarily equal success at a track as complicated as Brands. How do you approach quite a difficult circuit?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm coming to this race with literally, I've never been here before, and I did the Indy yesterday, and today on the quali is my first time on the GP. So at this point, I've probably got 20 laps on it. I think the main thing, though, is like the coaches with our Want to Race team are amazing, and they give you so much prep, and I'm quite good at doing visual learning, so I think I just take a lot of notes, and I always have a sheet in the car that I look at before we go out of the assembly area, and just try and translate to the track, and then I've done quite a bit of sim work, but not thousands of hours, but like enough hours that you go, look, I'm not going to be there on the track, so let's practice at home. But nothing quite prepares you for how the car moves around. Like out the back here, I'm coming through some corners and it feels like I'm about to roll over, like because we're skipping over bumps. So yeah, it's a real learning curve. It's amazing.
James Nicholas took the win in the first race of the weekend for the Ginetta GT Academy, but today Charlie Digby starts on pole. So who will be leading going into Paddock Hill Bend? Let's find out.
The second race in the end of the weekend here at Brands Hatch for the GT Academy saw Charlie Digby hold on to the early lead from pole position. James Nicholas, yesterday's winner, had to settle into second. He had a big go around the outside at Druids, but was always concerned about allowing his championship rival Jamie Cordell through. The pair were 10 points apart coming into the race, and James Nicholas wanted to make sure that gap came down. Robin Grimwood's heart rate would have spiked there with that big moment out of Surtees, from which he survived. Eventually, though, a mistake was made by the race leader Charlie Digby, and at half race distance James Nicholas made his move, got the lead away, and simply sailed off into the distance, stealing the fastest lap point as well. Lexi Belk and Lucy Hodgson were having a good battle in the midfield, but that battle really opened the door for Robin Grimwood to get through. He took advantage of the moment for Hodgson at Graham Hill Bend and slipped by into Surtees. Through went Robin Grimwood. Further up the order, Shiv Sapra, bouncing back from his non-finish yesterday, was in a commanding position in the rookies class and would go on to take the race win. James Nicholas, though, would win overall, and on our provisional calculations, it's next to nothing now between he and Jamie Cordell heading to the Donington Decider.
Jamie, the battle now in the top 3, even 2, is getting so nail-bitingly close.
Yeah, no, it has just sort of crept ever closer really over the last few races, and it's maybe some great racing, I reckon.
And your teammates, which of course is a really nice thing to be competing with someone who you hope will keep it clean. Where will you have the edge next weekend?
Oh, I know. I think I'm fairly strong at Donington. I had a good start to the season there, but obviously we know Charlie's quick there as well, so it could be all to play for.
You're all certainly very fast, especially how you pull away from the rest of the group. Even then, you haven't got a sea of cars around you, but it must be a lot of pressure having them both quite tight.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice not having the pressure from behind, especially being in third, but I mean, Charlie didn't really put a foot wrong. It was really hard to get close to him. I had a few chances where I was close, but I thought, I'll keep it clean. There's no point in making a lunge and risking it. And it worked out all right. I'm happy to be on the podium.
It certainly worked out all right. Congratulations on P3.
Thank you very much.
Charlie, congratulations on P2. You've been saying for the past few weeks now how tight that top 3 is. So a single step up the podium must be a huge relief.
Yeah, to not come third for once again. It's been a while, but no, happy with second. Really good fun out there.
It certainly didn't look easy out there. How do you contend with all of the millions of factors coming your way?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of trying to manage the tyres going off, and you got James in front of you who you're trying to catch, and Jamie behind who obviously wants a piece of the action as well. So no, it was good fun, and obviously good to get out after the cancelled race this morning. So.
And now, finally looking ahead to Donington, do you have the pace to catch up to those top two? Because you aren't that far behind.
Yeah, I hope so. I won at Donington, so hopefully be back there. You know, another step up the podium, but we'll see.
James, what an exceptional weekend for you. You seemed to find so much pace.
Yeah, I love this track. At the back, you know, it's so fun. The sweeping right-handers. Obviously, it's a real shame we've got 2 races here, but you know, it is what it is. You know, still got 2 wins, and yeah, bring on Donny.
If we'd have had that third race, do you think you would have seen the same success? Like I said, you were finding time that others weren't seeming to. You
never know. You never know in racing. You know, I could have binned it on turn 1 if there was another race. You never know. But I'd have fancied my chances. You know, I'd have started pole in the next race, and I'd have fancied I could have maybe checked out. But you never know.
And you said there's been some changes on the car since our last races. Do you think going forwards into Donington you'll be able to continue this and take home the championship ultimately?
Yeah, I mean the car's much better this round. So you know we've had some massive issues with the steering for months, and they've actually rejigged it and it's actually now straight because it was all twisted before. So you know, I'm confident Donny. I like Donny. I've had quite a few wins at Donny last season. You know, you never want to jinx your luck, but you know I fancy my odds.
Shiv, you showed some serious pace out there.
Yeah, good start, and just got my head down and just said lap after lap, lap after lap, just execute the game plan and just keep going. I think Sam had a couple of issues going on with the car. He was having his own battles, but I can only do what I can do, and I just concentrated and just kept going forward, basically. Yeah.
Now, I know you said your battle isn't with the front runners, and of course they are doing so well, but so are you with a really strong overall result, not just in your class.
Yeah, I mean, like 4th behind these guys is always a commendable result. I wish I was a little bit closer, could have started getting in the mix, but that'll come, I'm sure. Yeah, and yesterday I obviously had this car issue, which meant that I had to pull out of the race, but we've still got 4 more races to go. Anything can happen, you know, so let's drive hard and go and see what happens.
What's your prediction for the last 4?
The prediction for the last 4 is just let's make it round the last 4. You know, let's just get around Donny. That place is great, and I think it'll be a really good season ending because these guys have a tight championship. Ours a little less tight now, but still it's live. You know, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Can't wait to watch it. Congratulations.
Cheers, thanks a lot.